Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, from wherever you're watching us from. This is your girl Agatha once again on the chat series. And how is our Sunday going? It's quite cold here and I'm outside, so there's need for a jacket right now. So don't mind the jacket, just listen to me. If you're going to be joining us live, yeah, please hashtag live in the comment section or just give us a red heart. And if you're going to be watching this as a replay, yeah, just give us a thumbs up and I'm going to know you watched this as a replay. If you're joining me for the very first time on my live, please just drop one in the comment section and I will be connecting with you much later. So today I have the honor of inviting to join me a very, very special guest. Some of you already know her, some of you are yet to meet her, but of course, it is my joy to actually introduce this quality control expert turned mompreneur. So I really, when I heard her story, it was like, oh my gosh, these are the kind of people I really want to be with. And it's my joy to welcome you today, Seun Stevenson. Thank you so much for accepting to be with us on the chat series. And I can't really wait, to dive into your wealth of knowledge, to get to know you. The world is really waiting to hear your story. And thank you so much for choosing to share your story with us. So without really wasting our time, yeah, Sean, people are waiting to hear. How has it been? What brought you online? How did you find yourself in this space? Yeah, so please share with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Agatha. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do not take it for granted in any way. Thank you so much. Okay, so how did it all start? How did I find myself online? Well, 2016, I had my son. Okay, so, sorry, 2014 I had him. And after 2 years, I realized it was time to, get back into the space.
Yeah.
But things are no longer the same. 2 years. Okay. And nothing was forthcoming as well. So I knew I needed to do something. But the thought of having to leave my son, with a caregiver, go look for work, that thought totally depressed me. I just couldn't handle it. So I knew I had to do something. I had a lot of issues, run-ins, with my, close family because they felt I was trying not to do anything, but they didn't understand. Okay. So I wasn't looking for the online space. He actually came looking for me. It was an answer to prayer. I was just at home one day and I got a call from a mentor, a mom in the faith, just called me up and said, Shay, what are you doing? I said, what was going on? What are you doing right now? I said, just need to come see her. So I went there and she said, there was something someone introduced to me. She understood what was going on. Listen to her. It's something you can do. I will set you up. I was like, what? She even offered, to set me up on that. And that was how I started. Person came with me, and that was how I got into the network marketing industry.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, I can completely relate with you because I also had a job as a research scientist. I'm sure a lot of people already know this. And when I got married, things were really not the same. I mean, having to leave my husband sometimes for 3 weeks on work reasons, it was just too much, for him to bear. And at some point, I had to make a choice between, having to keep my job or, building a family. And of course, you all know I chose my family and at some point, at that moment, I went from, earning a substantial income to like absolute zero because I became completely dependent on my husband. And I was like, for how long was I going to do this? I mean, after a while, my daughter came and I was like, okay, even though the space was there for me to go back to work, who am I going to leave this young girl with? So I couldn't bear it. I was like, okay, now I have to look for something that I must do from home. And that also led me to the network marketing space. So, of course, it's filled with its ups and downs. And it's a different story for everybody. So for me, it was something that at some point I didn't have the mentorship that I wanted. I didn't have I didn't have the knowledge that I needed. I didn't have the blueprints. And it was in search of that, that I found myself where I am. So yeah, I'm good. That leads me to my next question to you. How has it been for you? And how come? What led you to discovering this space that you're in right now?
Like I said, I was in network marketing
Mm-hmm.
for 5 years. Yes, because it was just last year.
Mm-hmm.
It should be the yes. Like just it was towards the end of last year. I
Yeah.
found the
Yeah.
same blueprint we're talking about.
Yeah.
In network marketing, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
You know, with its challenges, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I made my first million here in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
It was full of ups, downs. But the major challenge for me, okay,
Mm-hmm.
was building a team.
Mm.
It, you can actually push yourself. You know your capacity, your capabilities. And honestly, I was building a team. I learned it, and I learned from people.
Yeah.
I learned
Yeah.
I had a lot of trainings and all that. But I realized that your own encouragement and that of others is not the same. The same level enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So because if you're trying to drag, someone who's not willing, or just because of what you can get, to get people
Mm-hmm.
to do what they're willing and ready to do, sacrifice to do. So I had to,
Yeah.
it was a
Step back.
struggle.
Yeah.
Design system, put things in place, but still willing, willing. And it's saying it's easier, to give birth, than to try to wake up, raise the dead in
Yeah.
quotes.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was one challenge on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing was consistent payouts. I wanted something. I was working so hard. I can't believe I don't run from hard work. I love, it's okay to work hard. It doesn't kill. Hard work doesn't kill. That's my mantra.
Yeah.
Hard work combining with smart work as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can get so much done in a little
In a little
time.
time. Yeah.
I always hammer on principle of time compression. It's very important.
Yep.
So what really brought me here was consistent earning and income. So I was exactly looking for this. I saw these people that were standing out.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in this for 5 years on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
The results I was saying from these newbies in
Mm-hmm.
quotes, they just came in and the engagement was through the roof. The results,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's what closer, what's
Mm-hmm.
happening, doing, and then the rest is history, I would say.
Hallelujah. I love that. I love that. I love that. I completely resonate with you, my dear, because at some point also growing a team and sustaining the enthusiasm in the team is it's a struggle. And the truth is nobody it's hard to find someone with the same, you know, vision as you have. Someone that sees the big picture, because it is only the one that sees the big picture that runs with you. And
Yeah,
most times in the network marketing space, a lot of people always think that, they are doing something for the leader, they are doing something for the team leader. And that's where the problem is. So, because of that, they kind of like lay back, forgetting that whoever brings you into the network marketing space or the online marketing space has actually done you a favor. You have the opportunity to spread, and benefit from everything that the space gives to you. And, I had the same issues, and I was like, okay, you know what? At this point, I need to take a step back and take a look at myself. And of course, I love the educational space. I love, love, love it. So anything that is going to give me knowledge, anything that is going to give me, more, anything that is going to add to my intellectual capacity, I always embrace it. I don't, and I know that you cannot get good knowledge for free. So I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay.
pay for it.
That's yeah, I'm willing to pay for it. I don't mind. So, and that was, what got me here. And I'm so, so, so glad, that I jumped on. So, and I'm sure, everybody that I brought on this series, it's the same story. Everybody is happy that they actually jumped on. And it's the same for you, Seun, which I'm so happy. So now the next question I want to ask you is, how is the support? Because it's a different thing to be on a program, to have knowledge, to have all of those things, but do you have support? Do you have a community? Because a lot of people, there are beautiful programs out there, but you cannot speak to another person. You cannot reach out to someone else. You cannot reach out to the creator of the program. You cannot ask pressing, human questions that you have in your mind, So what do you feel the support is like?
Um, so like I said, I've been here for 5 years. I can
Mm-hmm.
tell you for free, being objective and very,
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
What there is massive. Have you seen this kind of stuff before?
Mm-hmm.
From the leaders,
Mm-hmm.
from the coach, from
Mm-hmm.
the community.
Mm-hmm.
The network marketing, when you're coming in, they'll tell you, just come in, you have a support, you have a supporting you, we're going to
Yeah.
work together. It's a
Yeah.
process.
Yes.
Empty with that. But the moment, you drop that money,
Bum.
all of a sudden, poof, they make the commissions off you. That's it.
That's
So
it.
when
Yeah.
the network marketing industry, I try to, be there as much as possible. There's a system in place. You come
Mm-hmm.
in, you should go through. But people are very different. They
Yeah.
don't actually have the time. They don't even know, the amount it took you to put a lot of things in place and the mental energy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
here it was shocking that I have a
Mm-hmm.
personal to myself.
Yeah.
I have access to the creator of the program, who is
Absolutely.
very humane, very
Yeah.
understanding, very kind, very firm as well. Make no
Mm-hmm.
mistakes. You know. But he was,
Yeah.
please, he
Mm-hmm.
was a shocker for me.
Yeah.
Because normally I've been used to, probably I can hold myself up and I can, but
Mm-hmm.
with support, shock. A success coach actually called me, you know, probably struggled to pronounce my name, but she talked to me. She was telling me what to do. I thought I had it all figured out in 5 years in the online space. But I realized that, I had a root shock. I realized I
Yeah.
had a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Support is massive.
Yeah.
The community,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people tell you, come join our team, network marketing, you have to support. This is not just a touch and go support. This is a
Mm-hmm.
consistent thing.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
support, super, top notch.
I love that. I love that. And, I call this a platform or, a program that actually teaches you to grow up. I mean, you learn really how to put on your big girl panties and get to work and do your stuff and get your results, you know. And that's the kind of thing that I like. If you're ready, it's not really for anybody who is just there lazing around or who just wants, to drop one money and they double it for you. We don't do that here. If you're ready to roll up your sleeves and get to work, you have everything there to support you. And for me, that was the best part, the community, the people that, when it gets tough, I can really just run to them. I remember, starting off and I usually run to the creator of the program like, what is this? And,
Wow.
and never for one day in her busy schedule has she turned me off. That is rare. Very rare. I've been in other programs and trust me, I've moved. I don't even know who the creator looks like. Hmm. I don't even know. And here you are, I can quickly just, send a message and I'm like, I'm so lost, I'm so confused. And she's like, okay, wait a minute. Go here, go there, go here. And I'm like, okay. So for me, that was golden. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is where we are. We live here. So
Yeah.
we live here. We
You
live
know,
here.
go there.
Yeah, we go
Mhm.
nowhere. So yeah, that brings me to the next question. That I would ask you. You've talked about the support, the community, the system itself, the blueprint itself. What advice do you have for people? Because now a lot of people are thinking, I already have my business. So are these people trying to tell me to leave my business and come and do this? That's not the point here. So what advice do you have? Because I know you also have like a stable network marketing business. So what advice do you have for people out there?
What I tell people is this. They tell me, why this program? Why should I
Mm-hmm.
come here?
Mm-hmm.
And what I tell them is, if you want to buy anything online, I don't care whatever it is, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, program,
Mm-hmm.
next one buy is network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
This. If you have two options, first option, lots of engagement, lots of likes and comments, lots of interaction. And the other place is so quiet, crickets, 3, 5, 20 likes. Who would you buy from? And the answer is so obvious. They tell
Okay.
me, obvious. Said there you have your answer. That's what the system can do for you.
Okay.
Okay, it teaches you how to build the system from the scratch. I don't care
Yeah.
whatever it is you do, whatever field you're
Mm-hmm.
in. It
Mm-hmm.
enhances. For
Mm-hmm.
someone like me, I came in from network marketing. I'm used to hard working. But here, when I came in, I was like, are you sure that's all? That's the thing about the system. This thing takes it.
That's whole, hun.
People
Yeah.
feel, no, that can be all. Are you sure that's all? When people ask
Mm-hmm.
me, I say, that's it. They're like,
That's
really? I said,
hell
yeah.
yeah.
So there's a whole lot you can get from here. Learning to brand yourself. building an online business from the scratch. You won't get that anywhere. Most times you have to figure it out, make all the mistakes. Okay, but like I said, the support here is absolutely amazing. The trainings, everything is amazing.
I love
Something
that.
happened with one of my members. She lost our account. She built it up to the T from the same system, 5,000 credits and all that. She was talking and she lost it. And you know, she came after we found out that there was no way around it. I sat her down and said, Madam, we have just 1 week. Let's be real with ourselves. You can do this. You know what it takes
Create a
to
new
build
account. Yeah. Yeah.
from the school. Trust
Yeah.
me, within a week, she was back to normal.
Wow.
That comes from what you get from the system.
Knowledge. Yeah.
Okay? And you know, the engagement, the training, and of course the money. Come on, just consistent earnings. You know,
I
it's
love that part.
network marketing is beautiful. Make no mistake, I enjoyed it. I made my first million there. But here's what I
Yeah.
want to say. Sometimes it takes you 3 to 5 years, you know, to really see this massive result. We have very few people that make it, and you know, a lot in a very short while. Okay, but if you check their experience, they've done it over and over again.
Yeah.
It blows their points.
Yeah.
But here, would you rather stay for 3 to 5 years to get the results than principle of time compression? That comes out. Here's that word again. Would you rather get it done in a few months and you
Yeah.
have enough to do any other thing you want to do?
Yeah. I love that.
That's what I believe. So that's what I want people to always think about in the
I
future.
love
That's
that.
what
I love that. I love that.
I think whatever you do, there is a place for you in this system.
I
Whatever
love that.
you're doing, whatever you're doing,
I
basically
love
that.
that. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for, dropping it right there hot, because a lot of
Sure.
people actually feel that, these guys are just, giving us all the fluff and they're not giving us the real thing. And here it is, you've heard it from a seasoned network marketer, and she's telling you, spilling the beans the way it is. There is a lot for you guys to do and learn on this space, even if you think you know it all. And if you
Mm,
check back on my post, I've interviewed like seasoned marketers, and they tell me the same thing, that they were blown away from the very first training. From the very first training. These are people who have been online for 7, 8, 9, 10. I've even had people who've been online for 25 years. And yes, oh yeah, they were blown away by what they got, the value they got from this training. So, guys, as they say in where I come from, my village, a word is enough for the wise. Enough for the wise. So, without further ado, thank you so much for really staying with us and being with us on this live program. We really appreciate you. And if you've been watching this as a replay, if you really want more information, get back to me, get back to Seun. We'll be so glad to help you, to support you, and most of all, help you get started and make the money. We'll help you make the money. So even if you're there breastfeeding your 2 month old, my dear, you can make it. I have people in my team who had nursing mothers, who had babies suckling, and they are still making this. So you can do it by just, committing a couple of hours a day. This time you can actually spend loafing around Facebook or chit-chatting on WhatsApp or on TikTok. Use it to make reasonable amounts of money and contribute to your home. That's really my passion. Helping mothers make substantial amount of money, become financially free while running around their children. I love that. That's what I want to do. That's what we're here to help you do. This is our story. We've told you how it is, from the scratch. We've made our mistakes, and you know, we're willing to share all the deeds with you, how we did it, how we succeeded, and how we grew. So please don't hesitate to get back to us, as we are waiting to actually get back to you guys and supply you with all the details. Thank you guys once again for joining us, and we look forward to catching up with you again this time next Sunday. And bye bye.